International Day of Friendship, Tony. Who's your best friend?
I'm Tony Kornheiser, a man who's co-hosted this show with me for years. Pablo Torre.
What?
What do you think?
What?
Pablo Torre. Yeah.
Very funny.
No, it's you.
Very funny.
Of course it's you.
You and Pablo
It's you
hanging out.
Yeah, it's you and my dog Chessie who's in the room with me right now. And I hope we're in fun. Welcome to PTI, boys and girls. In today's episode, baseball's trade deadline approaches. A professional golfer pulls out an 18-inch putter, and Dan Graziano joins us for 5 good minutes. But we begin today with the National League Central showdown between your Cubs, Wilbon, and the Brewers. The teams had been even atop the division entering this series, but the Brewers easily took the first 2 games, twisting Wilbon into a pretzel. This afternoon, the Cubs finally delivered some relief, winning the 3rd game. Wilbon, how important was it for the Cubs to stave off a sweep?
Huge, Tony, and not for the standings. We're going to get 5 games back in Wrigley with the Cheese Heads coming up fairly soon. So it's not the standings, although being 1 back as opposed to being 3 back, it is a better thing. But last night, I stayed with the Cubs-Brewers game, even though we were getting hammered. It was like 9-3 after Vaughn hits a grand slam for the Brewers. And I stayed with the game, and I told a dear friend who is a lunatic like me over the Cubs, she says, why are you staying with this? And I said, because I want to see what kind of fight they've got. I want to see if the Cubs want to fight the Brewers like a true rival. And so tomorrow they come out with the right attitude, and they did. Shota Imanaga was not great. He's been better, but he got them through those early innings, Tony, and the Cubs built the lead, and this was necessary to fight them. The Brewers are the best team probably in baseball. Yes, better than the Dodgers right now. But I think the Cubs know they can hang with them, but you got to fight them. This fight's going to go right through the end of September, so today was huge in that regard.
Yeah, I don't have the passion you have, but I agree with you that it was important for the Cubs to win this game. I mean, the Cubs got thumped in the first 2 games. The scores are 8-4 and 9-3. That's a 10-run differential in 2 games, and the teams were going in opposite directions. Prior to today, I believe the Cubs had lost 6 out of 9, and prior to today, Milwaukee had won 8 out of 11. If you go back to May 25th, Milwaukee was 39-15 in that stretch of time.
Best team in baseball.
Fabulous record. The best in baseball for that period of time. And the Cubs, we need to say this, the Cubs are having a great season, but Milwaukee was running them down and running them over. And there's an irony here, as you're well aware of. The Craig Counsell had left Milwaukee to manage the Cubs. And Milwaukee had picked up a couple of really good people in the last couple of months. Quinn Priestley, who I believe beat the Cubs yesterday, 11 starts, his last 11 starts, 9-0, Priestley rather, 9-0 and a 2.60 ERA. They picked up, and that's better than your boy, The Miz. They picked up Andrew Vaughn to play some first base. His last 15 games batting .375. So everything tracks well for Milwaukee. That's why it's so important for the Cubs to stay above water with this and win this game. Yeah, I agree.
Day of relief for me. Meanwhile, baseball's trade deadline is about 24 hours away, and we've already got a little bit to discuss. The Angels landed pitchers Luis Garcia and Andrew Chafin from your Nationals, a sign that the Angels think they're going for it. And Twins shortstop Carlos Correa was out of the lineup today. And Bob Nightingale's reporting that Correa has told friends he'd be willing to waive his no trade to return to the Astros. Tom, where do you want to start?
I'm going to start with the Nationals. I'll just add parenthetically that at one point today they were down 9-1, so I don't have a lot of faith in them. These 2 pitchers, Garcia and Chafin, are relievers for the Nationals. The Nationals have, as you know, because I say it all the time, statistically, the worst bullpen in all of baseball. The ERA going into today was 5.66. So whoever you pick up from the Nationals, you're not getting Mariano Rivera, okay? Garcia's ERA is 4.10, which is nothing special. Chafin has been good. In the 20 innings that he's pitched, his ERA is 2.70. But the point for me is that the Nationals bullpen is terrible. There ought to be like hazard tape around it. Whoever he gets, I'm going to help you. If in fact the Angels, by doing this or going for it, you would say to them, well, why didn't you pick up relievers from a better bullpen? My belief, Mike, is that Mike Trout's not getting to the playoffs unless the Angels trade him. They trade him this year to a team that's going to the playoffs. Yeah. The Correa thing would have been very interesting 5 years ago when Correa was great. He is not great today. Not great today. So far this year, batting .267, got 7 home runs, 31 RBI. It's his least production of his entire career. I will concede it'll be fun to see him in Houston, fun to see him with Altuve, though they won't be playing next to each other. He'll be playing third base, and isn't Altuve in the outfield this year most of the time, right? So
the point with the Astros is they make the right moves. They do. Yeah. Everything the Astros do. Yeah. They over now a series of years, they get it right. And maybe Correa needs that emotionally. Maybe he knows. I remember when he went to the Twins, it was like, whoa, this is a great move for the Twins. They're getting a truly great player. And then, then it sort of peters out, as you point out, and there's less production. Going back to the Astros could be a brilliant stroke. Could be. These other moves so far are around the fringes. The big guns are still out there waiting to be dealt, and I guess we're going to come down to the 11th hour right here in the desert. We're waiting for a team that could basically just say K and go all prospects and get rid of big-time front-line players. The Diamondbacks could do that. It has not happened as of this moment, but it could. So there's a lot more to talk about coming, we would think.
Tyler Rogers is a very good reliever. He just went to the Mets from the Giants, and that is a pretty big move for the Mets. I mean, they need it. Well, everybody needs it.
1.80 ERA. That is a good move for the Mets.
Yeah. We turn to golf now, and one of the more unusual visuals you'll ever see. It is Canadian club pro Philippe Garape showing off his new putter. That putter is only 18 inches long. It's legal, and it's weird looking to see Garape bend over like this. But as you see, Mike, the putt goes in. Yesterday, Garape shot 71 in the PGA Championship of Canada. So, Wilbon, does this short putter deserve shade or praise?
Shade. You can't praise that. If you took out that putter, wherever we play, and particularly at Columbia, the ridicule I and everybody in the group and everybody on the golf course would heap on you would be deserved. Now, having said that, if you're playing for a living, whatever gets that putt down is fine. I mean, I can justify it. I can defend him. But would I still make fun of this? Are you kidding me? It would go the entire 4+ hours, the ridicule that would be heaped on whoever pulled this putter out during a round of golf.
So I understand that. I understand that. But let me just go over this. Is it legal? Yes, it is legal.
Yeah.
Does it look
legal.
Stupid? Yes, it looks stupid. Now ask me if I care. Anybody